everybody, welcome here to another Quick 60 here. I'm here with junior forward Carson Roney. Carson, thank you for being on Quick 60 here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Carson's a junior forward, 6 foot tall, from Beaver, Ohio, by way of Eastern Pike High School. Very athletic forward. He played volleyball and has made the switch back to basketball this season. Without further ado, Carson, Quick 60 is up. Favorite music that you like to listen to before the game?
Really just stuff that keeps me calm and collected. I don't want to get too high, too low. So I kind of listen to like Roddy Ricch, A Boogie, or Chris Brown.
Okay.
Chris Brown's a big one on our team.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch and Chris Brown are very popular choices.
I've heard Roddy Ricch a couple times too.
Yeah. One word to describe your teammates and coaches.
I'd say motivated. We all have one goal, so we all are motivated every day to come into practice, work hard to achieve that goal. So.
Right. What was it like attending school at Eastern Pike and representing the Eagles in volleyball and basketball?
I mean, it's a small school. I graduated with like 40 people, so everyone was very supportive of everyone. It didn't matter what sport you played. I mean, boys always get more support than girls, but we all pulled through. I had close friends that stuck with me. That's really all I had. Just small town, no restaurant, something to do. We all just hung out. That's really all. It was a fun time. I'm glad I went to a small school. I mean, it brought me to Shawnee, so.
Right.
Yeah.
You've shown your multidimensional abilities throughout your college career. I mean, you were all MSC in volleyball last year. You were back in high school. You were all Ohio in both sports and all SOC in both sports. What's that meant to develop your abilities in both those sports?
My senior year, I never could decide if I wanted to play basketball or volleyball, and then I got to college, still couldn't decide. And finally, junior year, I decided. So after having 2 ACL tears, it's kind of tough. All the running, I kind of switched back to volleyball, and then I was like, okay, this isn't my passion. I don't love this. So then I came back to basketball, and I really realized, like, this is what I love, and this is what I want to do.
Right.
So.
What was it? I know you mentioned you had several coaches, but what was it like playing for Rhonda Day? She's obviously a Southeastern Ohio legend in the game of volleyball.
She was the best volleyball coach I ever had. Freshman year of high school, we went to state. Unfortunately, we lost. But after that, I mean, I had my teammates, but we had a new coach and then another new coach, so like we didn't really have a lot of togetherness. So that first 2 years was a big impact on my volleyball career.
Right. What was it like to be able to switch from both, basketball and volleyball, then back over? I mean, that's got to be a tough transition, but you handled that pretty well.
Yeah, it was kind of tough. I mean, the conditioning was the worst part because volleyball conditioning and basketball conditioning are not the same. You jump a lot in volleyball, and then you think you could come into a basketball open gym and just run, but no, it's not the same. But I mean, it's just something you got to get back into.
Right. Who's your biggest inspiration in life?
I would say probably my grandfather. He passed away a couple years ago, and he played basketball right at Grand, so I played basketball for him because that's what he expected me to do before he passed away. So that's what I'm doing right now for him. So.
Wow. And then, when did you first get into basketball? When was that kind of a realization for you?
Probably when I was around 10 years old. My brother is 10 years older than me, and he was a big basketball star at Wheelersburg. So I spent my years growing up going to watch him play basketball, and I realized, like, traveling all the time, so much fun. Like, his room was Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls. Like, the vibe was just like something I thought I wanted to do, and I finally got into it, and I loved it, so I stuck with it.
Carson, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate it, and we're proud to have Carson as part of our program, and thank you guys for joining our Quick 60. Don't forget to pay attention as the women and men play Pikeville tomorrow night at 6 and 8.